What is going on, All-Terrain Nation? Whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, you know the drill. It does not matter what you drive because this is your All-Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Boyd, and today we've got a Jeep project. That's right. So we bought this 2021 Jeep in May of last year, or May of this year, and we've been just testing it as is in factory form. And I've really enjoyed this thing. It's been a lot of fun. Bronco guide, we're still getting a Bronco, so don't fret. But we got this to play with right now, so we'll see what we can do with this. But there's a couple things about this that if I want to take it off-roading that I'm a little like, maybe I need. And first off would be a new bumper. And I need a winch-capable bumper. As you can see, fine factory bumper, looks great, performs as a bumper probably should. But I need to be able to put a winch in this thing. And why would I want to put a winch in this particular vehicle? Well, so this is a Willys edition. So the Willys edition, you get a little bit taller tire, a 32-inch mud terrain tire, and we get a couple features, Rubicon features, but we don't have any lockers. And some of the times, some of the wheeling I like to do, I want a locker, and well, if we don't have it, how are we gonna get up that hill? Well, we're gonna add a winch to this thing. So we got the bumper right away, and we're doing a rugged ridge bumper. But we don't have the winch yet. So let me know in the comments below, what winch would you put in this and what size? Because I've seen people talk from 9,500 all the way up to 12,000 pound winches. What would you use in a Jeep Gladiator? So today we're gonna tackle the bumper, and then I've got some new decals. We're gonna get rid of the Willys decals, and they look great. No complaints about them, but I just wanna be a little more brand specific with this vehicle, and we're gonna rebadge it All-Terrain Nation. So we'll get into that, but first, let's check out this bumper. All right, as you can see, there is nothing wrong with this bumper. It's got tow hooks, and it's a functional bumper, and it probably does actually help with aerodynamics. As you can see there, you can see it kind of blocks maybe air flowing across this, going to get away from the tires, and you know, you've got this big kind of area that's just going to take in air and kind of kill your miles per gallon. But I'm going with a little more stubby bumper from Rugged Ridge, and I'm kind of curious if does it affect the miles per gallon. So you know, we're going to do a test on that. But overall, this bumper's not a bad looking bumper on the Willys package. All right, so as you can see, All-Terrain Nation will replace the Willys here, and I wanted to go with something that kind of looked factory. I'm not big on, I like things that I do to somewhat look factory. It's the same reason the bumper that we picked, but I wanted the kind of the Rubicon style graphics. So I didn't want to be kind of a guy that was like trying to call this a Rubicon, because it's not by any means. But I wanted to kind of brand this with the company, so I called this All-Terrain, and we will put All-Terrain across there, and we'll remove this Willys, which I don't think will be coming off too easy. It's a pretty warm day out, and we'll clean that up, and then we'll get this badge on. Then we're going to move to the bumper. And speaking of bumpers, we got part of it right here. And once again, I like my stuff to look somewhat factory. Now, this is a Rugged Ridge bumper, and I wanted it. Obviously, I would have liked to have this style they put on the Rubicon. But I don't want to pay for those upcharges that you know, Mopar wants for their bumpers. So I thought this is going to be a nice look to this. It's got new tow hooks, and I thought it's going to work with the factory fog lights. And I thought, man, this is going to be nice. It's going to shorten it up just a little bit, but it's going to give us a winch plate, because we got a winch plate and everything right in the box. And I think it's going to really change the look of this vehicle. And if you're a Jeep guy, let me know in the comments below, what are you using to change up your bumpers, and what do you like, and what are the things that you don't like? All right, so let's get these put away, because I don't want these things damaged, and it's warm out already, and your vinyl and heat, you know, generally cause an effect to that. So we'll put those away for right now, and let's worry about peeling this off. I think you can just take with your finger and just sort of peel on it, and let's find out. Let's find out. So it's definitely going to leave a residue, which I'm anticipating, but one down. The great thing about heat too, makes it easy to peel these things off. And in the wintertime, I've done this in the wintertime, and it is a nightmare. But as you can see, it's coming off pretty easy, really. Once again, the heat sort of helps that. But I know some people just like to debadge their vehicles too. And I actually, that's one cool thing about the classic look of these since they've been Wranglers, is people have put in, and I guess even before that, when the CJs, they would put cool stickers up here. And it's just, I don't know, it's kind of a cool thing to do. And once again, I wanted that Rubicon look without like being a skis and like calling it a Rubicon, because I hate when people do that. I've seen plenty of people that put Rubicon graphics on their normal Jeeps, so they look really cool, but at the end of the day, what does that do? Like, you're kind of hiding the fact, or you're lying to people that of what you have, but you don't have it. And I don't want to represent this thing as this, but I do want to represent it as for the company. And so therefore, we're gonna we're gonna put these graphics on there and go from there. But you can see the residue that it's leaving, and I'll give you a close-up in just a minute. But these things are peeling off so easy, and it's about 90 degrees here in Middle Tennessee, so you know this hood's probably about 120, and it's definitely hot. It's hot to touch, but Willys is disappearing, and we'll go from there. Make quick work of that, and bam, let's take a look at it. All right, Willys is gone, but is it really gone? Because you can definitely see these sticky residue, and we've got some goo gone, and we'll go over that and kind of clean this up a little bit, and then we'll take some alcohol and kind of wipe it down, just to really clean it up, make sure that that's all gone. But as you can see, once you take the letters off there, it really changes the look of these vehicles. And here, let's get the camera stand away. You can really see it. Really, I mean, you see the residue of it, but it just really changes the look of it, and it's not a bad look without them. But once again, I just want to represent the company a little better. All right, as it were, you would think that I had goo gone, and I normally do. I just can't seem to find it. So we're at Walmart. Let's find some goo gone. Well, they have the off-brand Goof Off, but do they have goo gone? Oh wait, goo gone. Let's go get rid of some adhesive. You see, it just goo gone is amazing, man. It just sits there and just, I don't know what it's a citrus you can smell definitely, but it sits here and just takes it all away. That goo be gone. All right, so we're gonna put All Terrain Nation on there like that. I'm just gonna free ball this one in there because it's the people that cut these out did a very good job of keeping everything balanced. So we'll kind of free ball this one in, and then we'll kind of measure from this one to get the one on the other side right. All right, so I'm gonna redo these. I'll reorder these because you can see the bubble in the eye there and the vinyl, and I can work all that stuff out. But just the panels were hot and the stickiness just didn't cooperate very well. So, you know, I need to be more patient with this stuff, but you get a rough idea what it's gonna end up looking like. And I think that looks great, really. Let me know in the comments. All right, Jeeps look simple, but this new modern stuff with all the MPGs that you need on these things, they bolt these things up, they button this stuff up super well. Now, I'm not doing a how-to on this because there's plenty of other videos on there for that, but this is All Terrain Nation doing it, right? So let's get to a time lapse. All right, 80 pounds it feels like later, and we got that bumper off, all the little added features and everything came with the bumper. Now it's time to let's figure out how we get that one. All right, so there's the Rugged Ridge Arcus bumper, which is how much, Kelly?
Just over 500 including tax.
500 with shipping and everything. I think we probably got free shipping with Amazon Prime.
Yep.
You can see the All Terrain Nation, well, just the All Terrain graphics on there. I'm gonna redo those. The metal was super hot when I was trying to do this, and it just was a nightmare. You wanna do this when the metal's nice and cool, and it just grabbed to it real quick, and I didn't have any way to play with it. And honestly, I should have sprayed with some alcohol water, and I could have moved it around and really fix that problem. But it doesn't look too bad from a distance right now. But my buddy over at Lifestyle Off-Road will hook us up and help us out with that. But this bumper, I'm super happy with this bumper, man. I like these big beefy, you got tow hook placements, which is nice. Plus you got the big kind of factory style tow hook. It's definitely a winch bumper. You got your mounts for there. Everything about it was pretty easy. These are factory fog lights that they just go right in. Everything was pretty much plug and play. We really didn't have any problems with it. It took us about 2 hours, but we were just sort of goofing off, new bumper goofing, as it were. And I'm really happy. Once again, you can see it gives you a lot more clearance there for your rock crawling. If you want to do any kind of rock crawling, you have all this clearance now to get up on rocks. Not that this thing is going to do a lot of heavy rock crawling, but it's definitely going to go see some off-roading. But in the comments, let me know what you think. Like, I don't like to do these. If you want to install them, there's 100 videos on YouTube to learn how to install this stuff. But this is something that if I can do in my driveway, you can do in yours. So you never know what's going to be in the driveway here at All Terrain Nation. So the Beamer's going to go away pretty soon. We might replace that with something fun. We might not. Who knows? But definitely a Bronco's coming. Could be sitting right beside this. You guys smash that subscribe button. Help us out with that. Definitely hit the like buttons when you do that. It just allows, however YouTube does it, to gather more people to send my way, and I do appreciate all of that. So from all things two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, both these are four-wheel drive. How odd. Whatever you drive, guys, this has been your All Terrain Nation, and we are pumping up the All Terrain Nation Gladiator. Peace.